Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome to another wine time.
Or coffee and water.
Coffee and water and tea with salted caramel syrup time.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Today we have a special guest. We have Jacob from And That's Jacob.
Hi.
He has a YouTube channel and a podcast and an Instagram and all that jazz. And
And a brand.
And a brand.
And a brand, yes.
There's a lot.
Yeah,
there's a
there's a
lot.
lot.
There's
Yeah,
a lot.
exactly.
Damn.
So his
Yeah.
brand is Bouquet Beauty. We'll
Yes.
link all his stuff down below. And if you do follow the Beauty News TikTok, you know that Hayley and I are very lazy
Oh, we're
at
bad.
that.
But
And
he's
Jacob
not.
does it.
I've
He's
taken
not.
over.
So a lot of people, and whenever we pop up, people are like,
Who the fuck is this?
Who the fuck are these? Jacob, get these bitches off.
People start tagging me in like TikToks and like, oh, react to this. Like, see, look at this. It's so
It's
funny.
awesome. So you'd be familiar with him and his lovely commentary
Yes.
if you
Yeah.
follow our TikTok account. But we thought we'll bring him in for these kind of podcast chats just for a different perspective.
Yeah.
I think it's good to have someone that knows their shit because he's a makeup artist, owns a brand, is a influencer in the field.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, he knows about the makeup industry, but also you don't follow news as like in depth as we do.
No.
So you're not like bombarded with as much shit
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we do. So
Yeah.
it's a different perspective. So we thought
Yeah.
we'll introduce Jacob into these chats to make it a little bit more fun.
Before we begin this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. Ana Luisa create beautiful jewellery with a focus on being environmentally aware. They are carbon neutral, use recycled materials whenever possible, and create limited batches to help prevent excessive waste. Ana Luisa has a great variety of pieces ranging from earrings, rings, necklaces, and bracelets, plus they have fine jewellery offerings as well. Ana Luisa release new collections every Friday with pieces starting at just $39, and they offer a 365-day warranty on all pieces. Ana Luisa ship all of their jewellery with these little pouches that aren't as bulky as a ring box or necklace box, but they still allow you to safely and neatly store your jewellery to prevent tangling. It's a small thing, but I like how they don't take up as much space and still get the job done. I can see these being really handy for travel in the future. Go to analuisa.com/beautynews to treat yourself and your loved ones and use our code BEAUTYNEWS to get 10% off. I absolutely recommend them. They're a great brand making beautiful, sustainable jewelry. Go check out analuisa.com/beautynews. That's Analuisa, ANALUISA.com/beautynews, code BEAUTYNEWS.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're actually going to be we're going to do the polar opposite of what we did in our last wine time chat. We're going to talk about brands that are doing well, that are exciting for the community.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do want to clarify though, because a few people were a little bit confused with the last one. When we were talking about brands that are like boring or not doing well, we were talking more about popularity wise in the beauty community that's like big into new releases and essentially our audience.
Yeah.
These brands, and we did discuss this, but I don't think a lot of people watched it all. A lot of the brands we talked about are successful brands and are kicking ass financially. It was just more of a perception of like why people are becoming bored
Switching
with them.
off.
Yeah. So this time we're going to be talking about brands that the community is excited for, and we can discuss why we think they're excited for it.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, we're going to discuss a couple of brands that might not be super popular at the moment, but they're
We
ones
like
that we're personally excited for.
Yeah. All right, so I think we're going to start, and we're going to have to start with the most voted for brand, which we should mention. These responses all came from an Instagram poll. Thanks, Jacob.
We've been doing a lot of those. They're so much fun.
They are fun.
Yeah.
They are fun. So Jacob asked what brands are exciting you guys, and you guys responded. We're going to let you know what your responses were.
Yeah.
The hands down, without a shadow of a doubt, the most mentioned brand as being the most exciting was, drumroll please, Kaleidos.
Yeah.
People love Kaleidos. They
Yeah.
are excited about Kaleidos.
Yeah. I did have that. We made a bit of a short list of brands that we thought we'll talk about before we did the poll. And Kaleidos was on the list for me. And I think what I really like about Kaleidos and what I feel like a lot of people are excited for as well, is that they have a really unique way they put together colours.
Yeah. Their colour stories.
Yeah, their colour stories, like, they're not conventional, but they're really fresh. And they are really good as well. Like, I don't think their quality is the best quality in the makeup industry.
No.
But I think they're also really innovative with the things they bring out. They try hard to bring out new formulas. Their last lip products, those lip lab cloud things.
Clay.
Yeah, clay.
Yeah.
I love them.
They are very
Really?
nice.
I
Actually.
love
Really
them.
good?
They
are
were
really
so
nice.
good.
Yeah, they are nice.
I'm going to have to get you to swatch
Okay.
them off camera.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll describe. They're sort of like a mousse. So it almost goes on like a silicone matte mousse, but then
Right.
it sets.
But
And
also
not
they're
dry,
super
dry.
drying.
But
Okay.
sets as in like it doesn't transfer.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
They
That
are
sounds really
nice.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really cool.
Interesting.
And they look
Okay.
awesome, and because they sort of perfect the lip, they look so good. I love them. So they're a hit and a miss when they bring out certain things, but the fact that they try and they bring out things that I haven't seen before or colour stories I haven't seen before, I get excited for them. So I understand. And their packaging's awesome as well.
Their packaging is so cool.
Mm.
Their last collection that they did came in this like little
Drawer
sort
set.
of makeup drawer jewelry box type thing, and they had a coloring book, and they've had collections where you get a deck of cards or you get like a sort of a sports towel. I love how that they try to do something that's a little bit not makeup related
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well. And you know, okay, sometimes I think, why?
Yeah.
But also, I don't really hate it. I'm like, oh, it's kind of fun. They're trying to do something a little bit fun as well, which I like.
Yeah. And I've actually seen some brands try to replicate that as well.
Yes.
I've seen other brands now all of a sudden have drink bottles and shit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Yeah, look, I've seen a lot of brands bring out like hair scrunchies
Yes.
and little like hair clips and stuff like that. But I think where Kaleidos is different is whoever they get to do their packaging design
Yeah.
is awesome at their job.
Absolutely.
And so you actually want those prints to be on like a scarf or
Yep.
something or,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, because... Yeah, it's a desirable sort of effect. So, look, you wouldn't want that from Violet Voss.
No. God, no.
That would be hideous. But because they do know, like, they're really cool with the way they design things,
Yeah.
you do want a deck of cards with their...
Yeah.
Violet Voss. Like, what the fuck?
Their stuff is... the
Oh my god,
worst.
I forgot about them.
Their
Look,
font.
their quality is
formula
good.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know
but
what
their
you're saying.
font and their
It's good.
packaging is
Yeah.
some of the worst.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. It is up there with the ugliest design.
I remember that Cool Tone palette that just came out. Random
Yeah.
side note. The one that came out just recently, and people were actually really, really excited for that because they love the formula
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
of it, but the packaging.
Oh, it was horrible.
Sure.
Disgusting.
It's not. Yeah, they need. We say this every time we talk about them. They need to get someone new on their design
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Just
fire.
Yeah.
Stop letting their like uncle do it. It's weird. Yeah, no. Look, I really like Kaleidos as well. I think they hit a lot of really good points. And I also like how they do the little palettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really refreshing. Because sometimes less is more.
Yeah, also, just side note, and this is probably not one reason why they're popular, but I think it's interesting, is that they're one of the few brands that we see come out of China.
Yes.
China-based brand.
Yeah.
I do not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
firstly, a lot of brands that are Chinese brands don't sort of get out of the market
No.
unless you see them in like the those beauty shops that have a lot of like Korean, Japanese,
Yeah.
Chinese products.
Yeah.
You might see them like the imported shops.
Yeah.
You might see makeup come to other countries in those types of
Yes.
stores.
Yeah.
But you don't see many brands break out of China.
As an
Yeah.
indie
Yeah,
brand.
as an
yeah.
indie,
Yes.
and it's also really interesting that they're injecting a lot of color and a lot of sort of indie vibes into the Chinese market.
Yeah.
When traditionally they're very basic,
Pastel.
Yeah,
soft pinks and
Yeah.
peaches,
Yeah.
really natural. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it positions them in a really interesting position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because of what they're dealing with, and if they do really well, they're going to boom because China is a massive
Market.
market.
Huge
So
market.
I
It is.
find that's an interesting perspective. and that's probably why they're a little bit more fresh as well.
Yeah. They're
Interesting.
doing good things.
I had no idea they were like China based
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they broke out.
And they're cruelty free.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, they're cruelty free because they're made in China, so they're not subject to the international brands
Yeah.
animal testing.
Yeah.
So they are cruelty free,
Yeah.
but they're made. Yeah, they're a Chinese brand.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
All right.
Wow.
The next brand that people are very, very excited about still is Fenty.
That's an interesting one, isn't
I
it?
think it's an interesting one as well because I think they're boring, but it's okay. I can understand why people might still be excited about them.
Yeah.
Are you excited for them? You can say yes. You can say yes.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
in
like
a
on the
safe
fence.
space.
I'm like yes and no because
Yep.
I think their formulas are quite nice. Their color ranges are obviously like amazing, like with their foundations, that kind of thing. But like we were chatting before, they do discontinue a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
like hard to. I don't know if I'm gonna love something and then it's gonna be gone in like 2 months' time.
Yeah,
Does that make
that's
sense? So
fair.
it doesn't allow
Yeah.
me to really love that product because I'm
Yeah.
like hesitating a little
Yeah,
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I, to be fair though, I do think they discontinue things that fall flat. And this
Yeah.
is where I think, for me, I understand, like you said, Hayley, I understand why people are excited. I think there's almost a halo effect around Fenty. Firstly, a lot of people love Rihanna. They think, what she brings to the brand is really fresh and awesome. They came into the market and changed the beauty industry.
Yeah,
with
they
the
did.
50 Shades of Foundation, and they literally held a mirror up to other brands saying, look how shit
What
you're
the
doing.
fuck are you doing?
If we can
Yeah.
do it, you can do it too. So they actually changed things. And that's why I think a lot of people still have that perception of them, that they're game changers. But I think the thing that sort of annoys me a bit about Fenty just personally is that when I think about things that people rave about, foundation, lip gloss, and their newer cream cheek products.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they have pretty much everything. They've got eyeliners, they've got eyeshadows, they've got
powders.
they've got everything.
Yeah.
And the thing is that any successful brand, as long as they've got a couple of key things, they will still be successful.
Yes.
But am I excited about everything they bring out based on what I've tried overall? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And they
agree.
do sort of have these are eyeshadow palettes, and then they're like, we'll just throw them to the side and discontinue them because no one's raving about them.
Wait, did they discontinue the eyeshadow palette?
Not the small ones.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say the
but they
six-
brought out
the
not the
big
small
ones.
ones.
See,
no.
I forget that they even have those little six-pan pellets.
Yeah, they forgettable.
I just don't, and
They brought out more, I think.
they brought out heaps
They
of
brought out,
them.
there was a lot.
There's
There was like 9.
60 of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
nine, and I
what?
think they
I
brought
was
out
gonna say,
I
I was like, damn,
That's a
they
lot.
got budget.
Shelf space.
But because they had those bigger palettes. Remember when they were first
Yeah,
launched? They had those
yeah.
big palettes.
Yeah.
They're like
The
funny.
diamond,
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting to see now how they've gone. Just like
Yeah,
small
yeah.
Yeah.
in your bag palettes. You
But
know?
even then, I feel like, honestly, I don't know what the formula of those eyeshadows is like. I haven't tried them. But I think where they fall flat with those eyeshadow palettes, the little ones, the design on them is so...
It's forgettable.
It's Violet Voss.
Yeah, to a fucking T.
It's
to a T.
just boring. There's nothing about that that's exciting.
The mattes are good. I've
Yeah.
tried a few of them. The mattes are really nice, but the shimmers seal within like.
Oh, do they?
no.
So annoying. You gotta get the cotton bud out and all the
Oh,
mascara
yeah,
ones,
yeah,
scrape
yeah.
it off.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you use it the next time and it seals again. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what
no.
annoys me. And you don't hear enough people talking about the negative things. You just see the people
No.
raving about the
Yeah.
positive things. And so I think people have this perception of everything they do is amazing.
Yeah.
But that's far from the truth.
Yeah.
I
That's
agree.
far from the truth. So, and you hated their skincare.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
no, I
really?
just don't. I feel like it is so overpriced for what it is. To be fair, I probably should only be using active skincare because
Yeah.
of my age and what my skin...
Didn't
like,
something
what I'm-
break you out though?
Yeah, pretty much everything. No,
See, that's
the
not
ni-
just it didn't
the
have
night
actives.
cream,
If
yeah.
they're breaking you out.
The night cream
Yeah.
and the day cream both gave me issues. The cleanser is fine. Like, everything's just fine.
Yeah.
But I would
Which is
really
how
say,
I associate
yeah,
with Fenty.
but
Yeah.
I would just say that skincare range is for people in their, late teens who have parents' money to spend.
Yeah.
And like early to mid 20s, and beyond that you need
Unless you've
Yes.
got like acne prone skin or oily
Yeah,
skin.
yeah.
And then
Because there's nothing in there that's like, really designed to treat
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the ingredients say that they will treat fine lines and blah blah blah, but
no.
To what extent?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
you need
like
other active ingredients.
that's
in
like
it
saying
to
lemon juice will lighten your skin and
Oh.
putting it and it's
dip it in
like-
sugar.
Yeah,
Dip a lemon in
exactly.
sugar. Fucking-
Yeah, no. So yeah, but their day cream with the SPF, I like that, but it broke me out.
Yeah.
So yeah. For me, it's just a brand. It's a brand. When they release something, I'm like, I'm gonna swatch that when I go in store and see what I think about it. And their skincare did intrigue me enough that I bought the whole range and tried it. So they are on my radar, but I find that when I do buy something and I try it, I'm just like, it's okay.
Just
Yeah.
I'm a little bit disappointed as
like
well.
I'm not like raving from the hills about it.
Yeah.
I pretty much steered clear from Fenty Skin just because I did my research. Like I watched
Yeah,
videos on
yeah.
people. Like I watched yours. I watched Hiram. You know
Yeah,
Hiram. I
yeah,
watched
yeah.
his video. I've watched a few others, and people were just like, "There's really nothing in here that does much. It's just a cleanser and a moisturizer."
Yeah.
They're really good at marketing, and I think
They
that's
are good at
also
marketing.
why people get excited about what's happening next. Is they're really good with how they market their products.
Yeah, I agree.
And they've got good packaging. They've got good claims. Does it deliver those claims? Not always. And I think when they do have the odd gem of a product, like I heard their cream bronzers are really good, for example, recently. It sort of gives them a lot of good faith.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it buys them a lot of time to then come up
think
with
so.
something good for in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really, besides the initial release,
The foundation.
I've never really understood the hype of.
That's fair
Fenty.
enough. But it looks like the community is still keen to see what they bring out. And I
Interesting.
get that.
Yeah.
And if you are super excited for Fenty releases and you're like, I just want to buy everything they release, let us know what about them you love, because it might just be like when you have different types of skin and different skin chemistry and different concerns, products, they apply differently on different
That's
people.
absolutely
differently.
right. Yeah.
So there might be some people out there where everything from Fenty works for them perfectly.
Yes, they love it.
But for Jacob, eyeshadow seal. For Hayley, skincare breaks
Skincare
them
no
out.
good.
So
Yeah.
I would love to know if you love Fenty.
And that goes for
Let us
all
know
the
why.
brands that we're talking about. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
love them and there's like something in particular that
let
puts
us know.
them on a pedestal, let us know.
Or something that sucks you in about that brand.
Yeah.
Is it because you're too scared to hate Fenty because the Rihanna Navy's going to come for
Yes,
you? Like,
'cause that's another thing. That's
right?
another thing.
Because
Yeah,
they
'cause
get rid of shit before they even get themselves
That's-
involved in anything.
That's true.
yeah.
Because I'm curious how many people will say, I love Fenty because I love Rihanna.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm
Yeah.
just curious. So, look, the Lady Gaga fans didn't come out for her brand, though.
Oh, I know. She hasn't
I'm
been.
one of them.
Have you tried to
I'm
say?
a fraud. No,
I'm-
I haven't bought anything.
Yeah.
I'm a Gaga
Honestly.
fan, but even I don't rate that brand.
Really?
yeah. I
Yeah.
love Lady Gaga. Like,
I'm
love.
obsessed with her.
But I can't with their makeup. I'm just not. I'm
Just
not there
from
for
like
it.
the first launch of that eyeshadow palette with the fucking blue, and I'm like,
Oh,
I just
yeah.
don't like.
I know.
I don't need it. It
Yeah.
was nothing like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
It's
know.
Amazon
I feel like a
Beauty.
fro-
That's-
Yeah,
I
Amazon
always-
Prime.
I
Yeah.
always feel like it's just Amazon Beauty. Okay, there is another brand that was mentioned a lot. And this brand, look, it's M Cosmetics. Now, you could argue that there's a face behind this brand that is very popular.
but a hidden
But-
face, pretty hidden.
Yeah.
That's a once upon a time thing. You
Yeah.
know, like,
But-
she hasn't been out in the
No.
sort of influencer type public for quite some time, has she?
Yeah, like half a decade.
Like
It's,
she,
at
yeah.
least.
Yeah.
At least.
And
I
it's
think-
Michelle fan. by the way.
Yeah. I think
Just-
she got burnt
spoiler
with
alert.
Ipsy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I know that she launched her brand initially with L'Oreal.
And they fucked
Oh,
her over, didn't
yeah.
they?
But that was that
Yeah.
one with the clunky
Yeah,
palettes
yes,
that all...
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you could like pop them out and put them into smaller ones. That was the original
This
M
is what
Cosmetics.
happens when you
That
let
was
big
horrible.
brands
Yeah.
That was horrible.
do stuff.
Yeah, but I think she got burnt along the way, took time off. And
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel like M Cosmetics is a funny one because I don't even know what M stands for.
No idea.
M is the reflection of me.
Wait, is that real?
I swear to God. Yeah.
because it's
I think it's very
backwards.
poetic, and I'm like, that's nice, Jacob. The other one.
No, being serious. I remember watching a launch video and it was just like M's a reflection of me. And it's like, I can see myself in these palettes because she had like,
But then
because
also,
she had the
M
life
is
palette,
me
the party
backwards.
palette.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you reflect it, it's me. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because she could see herself in
The
like all these
simplicity.
different palettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she bought the brand, I think, back from
Yes.
which
From-
L'Oreal. That,
Yeah.
whatever. So, but I think the funny thing about it is when she relaunched and had all the like the serum blushes and
Yep.
the new
Yeah.
things. Like besides her doing demonstration videos and explaining the brand on her YouTube channel, she's not like Manny who's like all
Yeah.
over Luna Beauty. Like she's pretty hidden. And if you don't know who she is, because a lot of people these days don't know who she is, because
Yeah.
we're dinosaurs in this industry.
We are,
so
I
we
know.
remember, but not everyone does.
We know the history, but
Yeah.
not many
And there's a
others.
new
Yeah.
generation that's come in, or a
Yeah.
few new generations now, and they're probably like, who, Michelle, who? So I think she's quite hidden behind that brand,
Yeah,
which I think
she
is a
is.
smart
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
because then it can sort of grow and be its own thing and not be dragged down by
Yeah.
her.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we all know people like they rise to fame, they fall from fame,
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
you have a brand that's closely tied with your name and
It
your
can-
image, it can really brand.
messy.
damage
It,
your
it can
brand.
really
Yeah.
Kat Von D that shit.
Yeah.
I was literally just about to say, it reminds me of either Kat Von D or even Dose of Colours, Anna. Is it
Yeah.
Anna? Because she
Yeah.
started as an influencer and then she started Dose of Colours and then she kind of fell back as an
Yeah.
influencer and just
Yeah.
really pushed her brand
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same kind of
Yeah,
storyline.
which
for
I
her.
think is a smart way to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want your brand to succeed without I feel like it's they say like a successful business can operate without you being there.
That's right.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I feel like if you're not, if you don't have to be in the marketing images, you don't have to be pushing the product like Jeffree Star has to do.
Yeah.
Then I see that as being a more successful brand in
I
the
agree.
long run.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a brand and you personally are required to sell the products, what happens? The brand has no value without you there.
Exactly right.
So, and you're not going to sell yourself to another company. I can totally see why M Cosmetics is on this list and why so many people mention them.
Yeah.
I think they make products and they market them. The products that they make are nice.
Yes.
Very good quality. The quality is there.
And a lot of them are quite different to what's out
Yeah,
there. Like
they-
that serum blush.
Yeah.
Gorgeous for
Yeah.
one, and okay, a lot of brands have tried to replicate it since. But what was like that on the market before?
Well,
Besides
mean-
putting a gloss on your face,
yes,
Yeah.
there were probably liquidy blushes out there, but people weren't marketing them in a way where it was like, your life is incomplete without this. Which I
Yeah.
feel like that's sort of how this product was marketed as to begin with. It showed people you can have skin that looks like this if you buy this blush, and then people bought it and they were like, well, it's true. The formula
Yeah.
is nice. It makes the goal that you're trying to get
Yeah.
with the product achievable. And from that, they've just launched product after product with good formulas
Yeah.
that if you have a good formula and people buy your products, they can stand behind it and the
Yeah.
product will do well. So I think where they kick goals is good marketing and good formulas.
Yeah, and consistency with
Yeah.
formulas. Like, I didn't love their mascara. It was like a
Okay,
tubing
yes.
mascara,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
for me. But I can understand why people do like it.
Yeah.
Their lip cushions
Their lip
are very
cushions are
popular.
great.
Yeah.
Their eyeliners, their liquid eyeliners are great. Their little
Yeah.
A lot of
brow,
people about
it's like a little brow gel, but it's got a tiny, tiny, tiny
Yeah,
wand.
yeah.
Right.
And it's so I feel like they're well thought out. Eyeshadow quality is really, really lovely. Basic ass shades, but again, it's almost like they're coming to you with the shades aren't revolutionary. They're not going to change the industry, but they look good. They're consistently easy to apply,
Yeah. User friendly.
effective.
Yeah.
So people walk away going, "Oh, that was a good experience.
Yeah.
I'll do that again."
They're nailing the basics
Yes,
first,
yes,
almost. And
yes.
who knows if they'll go into, Kaleidos.
Yeah.
Oh, I doubt they will. But
yeah.
but they've carved out their little niche
Yeah. Yeah.
as sort of more the natural amplifying your own sort of colours and tones,
Yeah.
and doing that in a good way that like a lot of brands do that, but I feel like that they've got a little bit of an edge
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
a lot of other brands don't have.
Don't have.
Yeah.
Do you think they have that edge because it's Michelle Phan's brand?
No, I think they have an edge because they came to the party with, I'm going to say, firstly, the serum blush was, I think, different.
Yeah.
And the only things that I can sort of compare it to previously is maybe like face glosses, which I feel like these are formulated, they're better than face glosses because face glosses can sort of break down your base
Yes,
and
that's
whatnot,
right.
whereas these don't. They give that effect of a face gloss, but they last pretty well
Gotcha.
throughout the day. So I feel like they had a point of difference. I don't think it's Michelle that's done it. I think she's smart.
I think there is makeup smarts there,
Yes.
where she can look at the market
and go,
she
what's
can-
missing and what do I want? Yes.
Yeah, I definitely think she's played a part in that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
image.
not
It's
her
solidly,
image.
yeah, because of that reason.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. We've all heard of the phrase Good Hair Day. You know what we're talking about. When your hair looks good and feels absolutely perfect and you don't have to spend so much time in front of the mirror trying to make it work. Functional Beauty is the world leader in customizable beauty, offering customized formulations for your hair's needs. Here's how to get started. First, you take a quick but thorough quiz to tell them a little bit about your hair type, straight, wavy, curly or coily, and your hair goals, such as lengthen, volumize, and oil control. Does your hair get frizzy in the winter but oily in the summer? When the seasons change, so can your hair goals. Switch up your goals based on how your hair looks and feels, or keep your formula the same every time. Next, you choose your color and fragrance, or go fragrance and dye free. After the quiz, Functional Beauty will send you your 100% customized formula, along with a regime card with recommendations on when and how to use your products. Functional Beauty also just launched its best-in-class subscriber program, Function with Benefits. Subscribers get discounts on every order, a free treatment every 4 orders, choose from a hair mask, serum, or leave-in, access to exclusive fragrances and colors, and early access to new products, plus more. I love the idea of the new reward system, especially having access to exclusive fragrances, because I would love to see Functional Beauty expand their scent range. Plus, it's always great to be rewarded for return business with discounts and freebies. So turn your good hair days into a good hair life. Go to functionalbeauty.com/beauty to take your quiz and save 20% on your first order. Go to functionalbeauty.com/beauty to let them know that you heard about it from our show and to get 20% off your order. That's functionalbeauty.com/beauty. Sometimes it rains on your birthday. Sometimes a line for coffee wraps around the building. Sometimes gas goes up 10 cents. Hell, I paid nearly $2 a litre for gas the other day. I'm still mad about it. Sometimes life stinks. The good news is you don't have to, because Native has your back. Native cares about the products you put on your body. They're about stopping the stink the right way. That's the Native difference. You probably already know about Native's legendary aluminium-free deodorant, but have you tried their body wash, toothpaste, or their brand new mineral-based sunscreen? Native's on a mission to overhaul your entire hygiene routine by putting the care in self-care with products carefully made to work against odor that are made with simple ingredients and smell great. You can even build your own personalized product bundles. Mix and match 3 of your favorite scents and keep them on rotation so you have something for every occasion. And don't forget to check out their new summer road trip collection featuring 4 gorgeous scents and the return of the Rosé scent for a limited time.
I'm still using Native deodorant. I'm on to my, I think, 4th and 5th tube. I keep one in my bathroom and one in my bedroom at all times. When I did order mine, I did create my own bundle because it saves a few dollars, which is always handy. And a few things that I personally love about Native deodorant is that it never leaves any white marks on your clothes or any yellow stains. So I can wear it every day without worrying about my clothes.
Stay fresh, stay clean with Native by going to nativedeo.com/beautynews or use promo code BEAUTYNEWS at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/beautynews or use promo code BEAUTYNEWS at checkout for 20% off your first order. All right, let's talk about some expensive makeup.
A lot of people get excited for expensive stuff. I don't know
They
why.
do.
Well, I do know why.
I mean, I do too sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. Pat McGrath. I know.
Get a bit of a wince.
I think it's interesting to see Pat. No, it's not interesting. I understand why people like Pat McGrath. I really think that was his
That
chair.
was my chair, not my
I really think Pat McGrath, the way she markets her eyeshadow palettes.
It's like the next coming of Jesus.
Oh, mate, even I get sucked into it. And I own so many of her palettes. And,
Yeah.
and I like them, but God, I just don't believe they're worth the money. Like in Australia, they're like $200 for her standard eyeshadow palettes.
And that's a 12, is it a 12 pan?
Yeah, I think
10
10
pan.
pan,
Five,
maybe,
five, yeah.
or yeah. And to me, it's
not worth it.
too expensive. But I get it. I
Yeah.
see the way that they market those swatches
Yes.
and the images of the palettes, and I'm just like,
The eye
"God, I
looks,
need
I'm like,
that.
oh.
Yeah, so not only is she a good makeup artist and can create some
Yes.
good looks with the makeup, so people are just like, I want that. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna look like that on me, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's worth the money.
Mm-hmm.
But also, yeah, she's got a good team of people that know how to take a photo and take a video and
Yeah.
make things look like, yeah, it's the next coming
Mm.
of Jesus. But I think what people love about Pat McGrath, and I tried to get on this bandwagon, but I just couldn't. Is it's like the equivalent of a designer handbag.
Oh yes,
Like if you value
the bougie
things and you feel special when you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
something bougie,
Yeah.
then you love that and you get very excited
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm not the kind of, I personally am not, I can spend money very well,
Yeah.
but I'm not the kind of person that will be like, oh, my life feels better if I've got a $3,000 handbag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just,
no,
I'm just
the
not that
same.
kind of person.
Yeah.
So, but if you are that type of person, these eyeshadows are for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think that they're just not middle of the road. Their basic shades are middle of the road. Their special shades are good,
They are
but
nice.
not worth the price tag. And
Yeah.
like people try to justify it by saying, "Oh, it's a makeup artist brand." It's owned by a makeup artist, but it's not for makeup. People have this
No.
perception that
You could kill someone with the weight of those
they're
eyeshadow
yeah, you
palettes.
would
and
not
there is-
lug that in your kit.
You are a
Yeah.
makeup artist as well, so
Yeah.
if I am not speaking the truth right now, you
Absolutely.
feel free to call me out.
No, I agree.
There is no makeup artist in the goddamn world who's carrying around a kit full
Do you
of
have one?
Pat McGrath
I've got
palettes.
two of them. I can't
Yeah.
remember what the names are because I'm only using like a handful of
Yeah.
times. But
They're
I don't
too
just take them
heavy.
with
Your
me.
kit?
No, never.
No,
never.
someone would steal
No.
them.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
all
would,
that.
You'd dislocate a shoulder carrying around
Like
a kit.
my kit's already 20 kilos. As
yeah,
it is. I don't
exactly. You don't
Need, yeah,
need.
I don't need extra
you
shit.
You don't need
Don't need-
two pallets that are 10 kilos each on top of that.
Yeah.
2 pallets in one arm, kit on the other arm. Like,
Yeah, but I think people like to trick themselves into thinking because it's
Created by an artist.
and used
Yeah.
by one makeup artist. It is makeup artist quality makeup, and
Yeah.
therefore, I'm elevating my makeup to another level,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
the
yeah,
perception,
yeah.
and that's why I
I think
think
so, yeah.
makeup artist brands have been so popular in recent years. But I think they're nice, and I think if you want to buy
It's
a
a
10-pan
treat.
palette for a one
Yeah.
multi-chrome shade, like enjoy.
go
Yeah.
through life.
So yeah, but I think definitely it's again the sort of perception of it and the bouginess of it.
Yeah.
I feel like Tom Ford is also among that same.
Yeah,
Fair.
but
Wow.
has Tom Ford done
Personally-
anything recently that people care about?
Not really, no.
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 But when Tom Ford Beauty first came out, it was just like you need this because this
Yeah.
is the
I know,
best
like
of
I've
the
heard
best.
great things about their foundation, like the fucking Fabulous Foundation or whatever
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called. I can't
yeah.
remember what it's called. I know a lot of people love that, but
Their
I've
bronzers are beautiful as well. Like
bronzers, yes, the
beautiful.
cream ones.
No, I've only tried the powder,
The
but
powder.
I imagine the cream ones are nice as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. But I don't know. Like I've swatched some of their lipsticks, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
$60 or $70
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
lipstick, or I can go to MAC
like-
and get it for $30.
Yeah.
yeah
It's
exactly
also
right.
like, brands like Hermes
Yeah.
Beauty and stuff
Christian
like that.
Louboutin.
Yeah, they're bringing out, makeup brands, or they've already got well-established makeup brands, and it is like, there's prestige behind the name.
Yeah.
And I guess if you like that,
If you value that.
if you value that, yeah. And I just don't get me wrong, because I buy expensive makeup, but also I find that usually I get sucked into it. I buy and then I'm like, not really worth it.
Didn't really need
Yeah,
that.
I think the difference is that we can spend money on makeup, but we prefer the formula over the name.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit what name is on the packaging as
Same.
long as it's a good product.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like there is an audience of people that's like, have you seen my Pat McGrath collection?
Yeah.
And you're like, so I feel like there's
Pat
almost a
McGrath
bragging.
to us.
Yeah.
There's sort of a bragging element to it. So yeah, I think that one, it's an interesting one. But I like you said, I understand why people are excited for it. I feel like the way they make it look so desirable is they pay a lot to their marketing team and
Understand.
for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I still want that fucking nude palette with that multi-chrome thing when I know
Oh,
I'm never
yeah.
going to even use it and I don't need it and I've tried their quality and I don't love it, but I
You still want it.
I still want it. So they're doing something right. I totally understand.
Yeah. All right. We have to talk about Lisa Eldridge, because this one was just like, people won't shut up about this.
Yes, and
Yeah.
look, when I made a short list of brands that I thought people were excited for, this was one of the first ones that came to mind, because from what I've heard as feedback in the community, it is one of the few brands that people, as soon as she drops new shades, people place orders for all of them.
Yes.
And I don't hear that about, I hear that about Jeffree Star a lot with his stands and before he had his fall from grace. But beyond that, I don't think I hear that about any brand. No one's like, oh my God, Urban Decay launched 12 new shades of lipstick. I have to go and buy all of them.
No, nobody
No one
ever
does
said
that.
that. Nobody ever
that's never been uttered.
said
It's
that.
the first
No.
time it's ever been uttered in the
Yeah.
existence of the world. So
You heard it here first, folks.
So I think Lisa Eldridge, like, okay, I get the hype around Lisa Eldridge. Firstly, she is a much loved YouTuber. She's a celebrity makeup artist to stars. Her YouTube channel is not problematic whatsoever,
Yeah.
and it's all about techniques
Education.
and education, which
Yeah.
is fresh in this current climate of
Yeah.
sort of clickbaity sort of videos. And also what she's done, which is fairly strangely unusual, which shouldn't be, but it is, she's taken her expertise and she's made exceptionally good quality products.
Yeah.
Whereas you see makeup artists, you see influencers, you see all these people that have a lot of experience in the field, but then they just churn out the same old. Whereas she has brought out, like, people say, I don't wear lipsticks and I now only wear Lisa Eldridge.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so she's really well known for the quality, and that's why I think people keep coming back, is because firstly they love her and they know that what they're going to buy is, it's expensive,
Yeah.
but unlike Pat McGrath, it's worth the price
Worth
point.
the
And you
price.
know each time it's going to be a hit.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
M
Yeah.
Cosmetics kind of in a way.
Yeah,
Like, you
but
know
probably
it's
a
gonna
bit
be...
more luxury. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I just recently we've tried Lisa Eldridge for the first time, and the highlighter and the blush I really enjoy. The lip glosses, though,
Didn't like.
unpopular opinion, they're just okay.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't actually buy any more of them.
Look-
because for me, it was one of those things I have to stay up until 2 a.m.
Yeah, to order,
To order.
to
others.
order
Yeah.
them because they're going to sell out. And I got the two colours that I wanted, and I like them, but paying for them in pounds blows out the price
Yeah.
tag
It's ridiculously
for us,
expensive.
makes it ridiculously expensive. Yes, they ship to Australia and they have like capped shipping, which is fantastic. So, you know, there's really good aspects of the brand, and I would definitely order from her again. But now that I've tried her lip glosses, I wouldn't go there again.
Can I
Yeah.
make a judge or share my opinion on that?
Yeah.
I haven't tried her lip glosses. I've only tried her matte lipstick,
Lipsticks.
which I'm currently wearing. I agree. I reckon her face product's gorgeous.
yeah.
The blush is a
It's-
liquid blush. And it
Yeah.
lends itself.
It's so good. It's really
It's
nice.
like
The
usually
formula's
liquid
lovely.
blushes you tap on, you're like, oh my god, I look like a patchy clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Didn't get the
hers
foundation
just like
brush.
Yeah.
blend in and look gorgeous. So her formula is great. But I have this is my opinion, there is no high-end lip gloss that's worth the price tag.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
agree.
lip gloss gets to a point of like peak performance and then it just plateaus.
Yeah.
But brands keep trying to be like, ours are better. And you're like,
And they're
it is not. It's a lip gloss.
And you ruined a good thing by trying to make it better.
Yeah.
We're trying to reinvent
yeah.
the wheel.
And I just feel like the best lip glosses are generally cheaper ones because they're not trying to be like, you're not spending so much money on the
special,
packaging and they perform in such a similar way. It must be one of those products that are really easy to formulate because I feel like mid-range and drugstore brands nail it and are as comparable.
I feel the exact same way about mascaras. Personally.
Oh, yeah.
I've gone back onto the Maybelline
Yep.
mascaras and
Colossal,
I
Big Shot,
love
thank you
them.
Yep.
Love them. I'm like, I've been using my Benefit Roller Lash and I'm like, I want to throw you out, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
I've got
I
a
use mine
fresh
afterward.
Maybelline one in my drawer that I'm like... But I'm like, no, until I use... But yeah, I'm back on the drugstore mascaras.
I'm on drugstore mascara. I've always been, to be honest. Like, I tried, like, the NARS Climax and the Hourglass Caution and the Urban Decay Prevention, fucking whatever it was called.
Yeah, that weird one.
Did you like
Perversion.
Perversion, that's one. Yeah. Did you like, did you say the NARS one?
Hourglass. No,
Oh,
the
the
Hourglass
Yeah.
caution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had a few friends asking me about the NARS one, and I got it. It was sent in PR. Did you get it?
Yeah, I got one.
Right. So I got
The
it.
red one.
The red one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got it. Tried it. My friends were like, Jacob, there's a lot of sponsored posts going on. Is it actually
it
good or
good?
not? And I was like,
No.
don't fucking waste your money.
Yeah.
Personally,
I didn't
like-
mind it because I think I like the wand, but I much prefer Maybelline.
Yeah. It just. Yeah. Like, I would just say, save yourself the money.
There are
Spend that on a
too
foundation
many-
or something more
Too many drugstore brands doing amazing
Yes.
mascaras to justify spending the money or hunting around for an expensive comparable mascara. Basically.
Same as lip
agree.
gloss. Same as lip gloss.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like you can see the difference, like with her face products. Creams often don't blend well on your base. So the fact that her blush is amazing, her highlighter looks nice.
When I did my video, I had like 5 or 6 layers of product on my cheek. It looked like nothing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, because I just kept
I'll get
layering.
you to play with it later.
Yeah,
It's gorgeous.
I
I'll
just
have a
kept
look.
layering highlighter, foundation, blush, highlighter, powder, highlighter, blush. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I just kept going and going, and you couldn't even tell.
Yeah.
Love that.
See, with her blush, I found that if I used a sponge or something to apply it, it did lift my base.
Yeah,
Right.
But with fingers, you tap it on and it's just like, where did it go?
yeah.
It just blends in amazing. But I feel like lipsticks, it's easier to see the quality because you want the effect that you want the longevity, you want the ease of application. So lipstick, you can see the difference between a cheaper lipstick and a higher end one. Lip gloss, it's all the fucking same, mate.
Yeah.
It's all the fucking same. But yeah, I get the... Now that I've tried Lisa Eldridge, I will buy again, but I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, I need every single lipstick in her collection.
yeah,
I'm
that's
not, I don't
fair.
love it that much.
Yeah.
But I get it. I get it. Yeah.
All right, I feel like we must touch on a more affordable brand. And this one got a lot of votes.
Yeah, it did.
Elf.
Yeah.
People love the Elf cosmetics. And you know what? I have tried a few things from Elf. Not a whole lot. We have them here in Australia, but what we get here is...
Limited.
Yeah, very.
Look, they've got
It's
a website.
exhausting.
Yeah, they've got a website, an Australian website that is behind. So I think it gets a lot of the releases, but gets them months and months late before, when they're no
Which
longer
by
cool.
then it's boring.
It's boring,
Yeah.
but also they jack up the price quite a lot.
They do.
Whereas you can also buy their cheapest range in Target or Kmart,
Yeah, I think it's
but
Kmart.
only limited Kmart.
It's
Only
Kmart.
but it's like only the under $12 stuff.
Yeah.
So the cheap, and in Australia, all the good stuff is over $12.
Yeah.
And then they also have their base, like their primers in Priceline. So we're limited with where we can get it.
Oh.
Yeah, but only their
I didn't know
base,
that.
only their primers and spray, I think.
Right.
It's in Priceline and
it's
the
in
rest is
Priceline.
also in Kmart or wherever.
Yeah, all the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
anything that's over a certain, like, you know how they had that basic, really cheap line to start
yeah.
with? That's in Kmart.
Yes, okay.
But
I
everything else you
understand.
need to buy on their website. But of
Gotcha.
course, if you want to buy their concealer that's really raved about, how do you shade match online? Like, it's
Oh,
annoying.
you don't. I know.
So,
Yeah.
I think
you just don't.
You don't.
Problem,
You don't.
yeah.
And that's why I don't think they're popular here, because people can't go in and play. But Elf, I get. Again, I I don't get it as in like, I understand because I experience how good they are.
Yeah.
I don't understand like deep down because I can't fucking try them without taking a risk online.
Yeah.
And paying too much money for them because they're doing the Australia tax. But the stuff that they release and the stuff we talk about in Beauty News, really good stuff for really cheap.
Yeah, people are really excited about them.
Us like going Maybelline mascara, you're the best. I feel like e.l.f. is nailing it with cheek products, concealer products, base products, eyeshadows.
Blushes.
They're nailing it for that price point.
Yeah.
They're like, if you can access them easily and get everything that you want, like
can't
I
go
don't
wrong.
understand. Like, why would you want to spend $200 on an eyeshadow palette when you can get something for like $4 and it be really, really good?
Well, yeah, exactly right.
So yeah, I feel like that they are king in that sort of price point.
Yeah, absolutely. I
It's
feel
just that
like
we can't experience it to the
No.
full capacity to be like, I'm excited too!
I know. Come on, e.l.f. Australia.
Yeah.
I know, get your
sort
shits
yourself-
together.
Yeah, sort
And
it
they even
out.
brought out skincare. Did you see
Yeah.
Elf Skin?
Yeah, I
That
know.
cleanser and the
Yeah.
night cream or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really interesting
I remember
as well.
they brought out a whole collection of skincare, and the packaging alone was enough to make me go, I want this.
Yeah.
I need this in my
Yeah.
life. It's going to solve all of my problems. I know it's not. It's like non-active
Yeah.
basic skincare, but I still wanted it.
It's
Yeah.
Fenty.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
It's very packaged.
It's just
Yeah.
No, but I definitely do want to try it. Like, their concealer is raved about and has been for years.
Yeah.
I want to try that. I want to try their new sort of cream bronzers that look a
Yeah.
lot like the NARS ones that recently came out.
Yeah.
The Huda Tantua. Tantua.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
one.
yeah.
But they're like $6 instead of like 50 Australian dollars
Yeah.
that Huda bloody charges. So yeah, I totally get. I want to.
You want to try
I wanna
it
be
and see
excited
what it's
too.
like.
Yeah.
But we have a
It's
barrier.
like we can't
Yeah, we do.
be.
We
yeah.
can't be excited, so we're going to
They're
be
taking the
bitter.
fun away from Elle for us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They won't-
but I get it.
They won't let us enjoy.
Yeah.
Before we continue this week's episode, we do have some more sponsors. Fewer, better things. That's the philosophy behind Kuyana, the San Francisco-based brand that encourages customers to purchase fewer but better quality pieces that you will love and treasure for years to come. Kuyana believes in making long-lasting bags, accessories, and clothing from high-quality materials that you'll wear every day. Their leather bags are timeless, functional, and versatile for all occasions: work, going out, weekends, and all your micro outings as we re-enter the world. You can also really feel the quality of the leather, as every product Kuyana makes meets a highest standard of craftsmanship while also working towards their sustainability goals. They pledge to create products responsibly, enable you to maximize their wear, and also provide a way to recycle every product through their Second Life program. Kuyana is known for their tote bags, but they have all kinds: crossbodies, satchels, backpacks, even more. Plus, they make incredible classic and timeless apparel, jewelry, and accessories. The travel case set in soft rose, which we have, consists of 2 pouches. There's one large and one small. It's one of Kuyana's best-selling items. I can understand why. The leather feels amazing. It's so beautiful and soft. The zippers are smooth and the hardware is really nice and weighty. It all just feels very, very luxe. This is a perfect little duo for travel or simply keeping things tidy on your vanity. Kuyana never goes on sale, but as a special offer, our listeners can receive 10% off your first order over $150 plus free shipping. Visit kuyana.com/beauty to get your individual code. That's CUYANA.com/beauty. Start shopping fewer, better at kuyana.com/beauty. Anna Louise's mission is to bring beautiful, stylish jewelry to consumers while maintaining sustainability and minimizing their impact on the environment. They offset their carbon emissions related to the product's life cycle, minimize excessive waste by creating limited batches, and use recycled materials when possible. Their range is diverse and features a great selection of timeless and fashionable items that are affordable while maintaining high quality and longevity of the pieces. Anna Louisa release new collections every Friday with pieces starting at just $39, and they offer a 365-day warranty on all pieces. I'm loving my Anna Louisa pieces specifically my Hailey ring. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but I love the simple, dainty design. I wore it to a birthday party with a dress-up theme recently to complement a sequin dress that was super over the top, and it went perfectly with my sparkly theme without also being too over the top. Sometimes it's nice to pair overstated with understated. Go to analuisa.com/beautynews to treat yourself and your loved ones and use our code BEAUTYNEWS to get 10% off. I absolutely recommend them. They're a great brand making beautiful, sustainable jewelry. Go check out analuisa.com/beautynews. That's Analuisa, analuisa.com/beautynews, code BEAUTYNEWS. Okay, next brand, Rare Beauty. So again, I don't really see the hype because we haven't been able to get it until recently.
Yeah.
They started shipping to Australia.
Only recently, like within
the last
month or two.
Very, very recent. And they're coming to Sephora Australia in August.
Yeah.
So I think, look, I'm going to potentially unpopular opinion. I'm going to take this back to when Rare Beauty launched, and they launched with a bunch of products. People raved about them, and the overwhelming feedback that I heard was that the products are great for people with like fine motor issues.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When it comes to like opening packages or opening bottles and stuff like that. And people were saying that it was designed to help people in that way. Then the brand came out and said, no, we didn't. It's just...
That is firstly dumb of the brand too.
Yeah.
Like people are saying
That's
we're
a
doing
niche.
something great, and they're like, actually, we're not doing something great.
Yeah,
that's
but
a niche
they
just
said
skipped.
they said we're glad that people are finding it, you know,
I thought they
helpful.
confirmed that. I swear there was like a video, I think Patrick Starr did a review video on it. He got red fulfilled for it, and then the brand came forward and said something about it. I could be wrong.
That's really interesting because I
Yeah.
actually vaguely remember something about Patrick Starr happening around that.
Right?
That's interesting because I distinctly remember reading a comment from the brand saying we didn't.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we're glad
Okay.
that it's helping you.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
that's interesting. But people seem to really like the product.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the blushes, they have blushes of some sort. They've
Yeah.
got rave reviews, but I haven't really followed the brand all that closely.
Yeah, I think because
Yeah.
we couldn't access them, they've been off my radar
Yeah.
as well.
Same.
Yeah.
As soon as and also I'm not a Selena fan. I'm like
No.
I don't really care. And
I don't care.
And often
Yeah.
my knee-jerk reaction when celebrities bring out brands is I feel like it's an extension of merchandise.
Yes.
And
Yeah, at this point,
yeah, unless it is something that gets really great reviews and again sort of stands alone without it's not just for the fans.
Yeah.
That's when I start to go, oh, I'll pay attention to it.
Yeah.
But because we couldn't buy them for the longest time, I was like, I don't
What's
care.
the point?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
But now that it's coming to Australia and we can actually go and swatch and play, I'm actually interested in seeing. But yeah, I've heard great things. But I don't know if it's a similar thing to like the Fenty scenario where
Yes.
people that just
I
love,
was just about to say.
you know, Rihanna. So all of a sudden, you know, there's like an artificially inflated love for the brand.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that is
Like
also the same.
fan base love.
Yeah, fan base love.
Yeah.
And then all the good sort of all the hype that goes around it from the fans then permeates to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but you know, I'm curious. I'm gonna go and swatch it in store and have a look.
I think I think what you need to do is look at reviewers who are trying a wide variety of the products who claim or admit to not be her
Yeah.
fan
Yeah.
and
But
not
that's
really
hard,
care.
but
and
that's
not
hard to find.
I feel
Yeah.
like it is
It's hard
too.
to find.
And I
yeah.
feel like it's the same with Fenty.
yeah.
Yes.
But I feel like with Fenty, if Rihanna was to step aside from the brand or sell it, I feel like it would
Mass
still...
exodus. It'll still
I feel
stick
like it
around,
would still do okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
but
me,
I
wouldn't care either
but I
way.
don't
No.
think it'd be on that
But-
list.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think so.
I think it'll still survive because
Yeah.
just the shade range alone,
Yeah.
people will come back to it.
Yes.
And also, like, how many cream bronzers and how many cream
Blushes.
do you see in Sephora? Actually,
Yeah,
not that
yeah,
many.
not
Yeah,
a lot.
no.
So if you want them,
True.
you're going to pretty much one stand or
Yeah.
one of a couple stands. So I feel like of course they will outlive the connection to Rihanna, but you will find that people aren't as excited for it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there we go. Rare Beauty. Not so rare.
No. Rare Beauty coming to a store near you.
Yeah.
No longer rare.
Popular Beauty.
Yeah, Popular Beauty.
I swear Selena said something about that being the reason why she put like that ball at the top of the... I swear she said something.
That's what all of the community said as well. And then I just feel like there was all this like back and forth information that was contradicting what everyone else was saying, and I was like, I don't know who to believe. So everyone...
I might have to suss that out.
Yeah. Look, we can put some receipts on the screen if we find anything. But yeah, I reckon that was a design feature and it was just a happy accident.
Yeah.
That's all I think it was. Yeah.
Okay, so we did have a lot of other suggestions, but they were the big ones. And we do want to mention some brands that we're personally excited by. And like what about those brands sort of puts them on our radar and makes us intrigued? I'll start with one of mine and we'll just go down the line. Hourglass. I know this is not going to be super popular with people. Some people did mention it. And it's not that Hourglass is, outstanding and doing amazing things, but when they created that vegan alternative to Carmine, that I was like, that's the innovation I've been waiting to see.
They're trying to solve an issue that a lot of other companies are getting red for. So by doing that, it then, like you said before, it allows other brands to then innovate and change things around in the formula.
And also it's really pushing forward like the cruelty-free
Yes.
vegan world.
Yes.
And it seems like such a small step, but it could lead to a lot down the track.
Could lead to big
it seems
things.
so simple, but it could be
I think
quite
it's a huge step, to be
impactful.
honest.
Well, I think, if you're in the industry, you can be like, it's a massive step. But if you're just a consumer, you're like, it's a red lipstick. Who fucking cares? But what that means is, it means big things for the industry as a whole.
Okay, so I've spoken about this brand so much recently.
Is it Bouquet Beauty?
No, it's not.
I'm excited for the next Bouquet Beauty launch.
I am too. Don't worry, it's coming. But I said Huda Beauty, and the reason why is because I've been sucked into her marketing so many fucking times.
Same.
It just works. It works for you.
Works,
Same.
right.
Yeah.
Not just like with her palettes, but with like her skin, like Wishful Skin or that kind of thing.
Same.
But it's so overpriced.
So overpriced.
And I feel like she's the only... I feel like Huda Beauty is the only non-indie brand that is trying to constantly create new shit. Like I was saying before, like the little jelly ball highlighter eyeshadow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're actually taking risks, whereas it seems like a lot of other companies that are... sold in Mecca or Sephora, they're just like new formula foundation. Or, it's a bit more.
Yeah. Look, I do agree. I think they definitely do that well, where they will put strange things in palettes just to test the waters and see where it goes. And again, it's taking a risk. It might be something that's fantastic and pays off. It might be something that's absolutely crap, and then they'll reformulate the palette without it in the future. I think the thing that annoys me a little bit though is all the marketing fluff. Like when it's a brow pencil, it has to be the thinnest brow micro pencil in the world, and you're like, but it's a fucking micro brow pencil. Like yes, it's thinner than the average one, but it's not the first one to do it. And they never claim to be the first one, but they're like, thinnest in the world ever. And you're like, do you need, like, yes, okay, that's slightly innovative, but the marketing BS that goes along with it kind of turns me off a little bit. But this is where marketing hits different people in a different way. And like, Charlotte Tilbury tries to, darling,
the
it's
magic cream.
amazing thing. And you're like, shut the fuck up. But that could work for some people.
Yeah, and
it
does.
Works for me, because I'm always sucked into Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm often sucked into Huda shit as well. But then I have to
I look at the price point.
back.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Yeah, or sometimes, like, look, a lot of people think that we're really, really harsh on Huda Beauty.
Yeah.
But we've also tried a lot of
Yeah.
them. Because behind the scenes, we actually buy them and try them.
Yeah.
So it's not as if we're just
I
like...
spent
let's just-
thousands of dollars on Huda
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah.
It's only,
easy.
and that's only like 2
Those lip
pallets.
contours, fuck my life.
Yeah.
Right now.
So it's
Yeah.
not. So it's not as if it's like you know, we're just slagging off for the sake of it. It's
We've tried it.
We've tried it, and
Yeah.
we're quite well versed in
Versed.
the range. But what gets me every time is I'll try it and I'm like, I like this, but fuck, did I need to spend $50 on this little tiny palette? No,
Yeah.
mate.
No, I know.
And
yeah,
that's
it's
what-
very expensive for what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
always
So
get that
overpriced.
little bit
And
disappointed.
doesn't-
Same as Pat McGrath.
It
I always
doesn't
get
have
that
that
disappointed.
prestige behind it that
No.
Pat McGrath does.
No.
I don't even want the
I think that's
prestige.
because Huda tries to come off so relatable
Yes.
Yeah.
that it takes away that mystery
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
brand. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and it's
then-
got her face all over it.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
that's
how can you be
the
higher end
highlighter.
when you've got the fucking Jesus highlighter?
Honestly, but yes, that was one of my picks for sure.
Yeah.
Just because I get sucked into it, I'm like, fuck, this rose oil might really be changing my life.
Yeah.
And I just don't know it. And then I buy it, and I'm like, it's just rosehip oil.
Yeah.
That's what. But
And
I
she was
did
like-
that with her skincare as well.
Right.
I picked up some stuff and I've just been like, it's gonna change my life.
Yeah, and when my
And then
skin's
I'm
gonna be
like,
amazing. Yeah.
For fuck's sake. It's just...
And she made it sound so like in the her video for it that I watched. She spoke about it as if like she came up with this rose oil and then it got
Like
taken
she grew
from
the
her.
roses out of her ass herself. And then pressed the rose tips with her bare hands.
Yeah, and it was just the most
Yeah.
amazing thing in the world.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
she got it back, and then it
Yeah.
was just I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. I
Okay,
know.
leading on from that one, I've just come up with one that I'm personally excited for, and this is a really boring one, but I have to say, I feel like where you guys were like, I hope this changes my life, and then all of a sudden it doesn't. I feel like this brand has changed my life.
Cool.
Paula's fucking Choice.
Oh,
yeah. Their
Like-
skincare is good.
I tried their
They
BHA
recently-
years and years ago, and I was like, this does nothing to me. But I feel like I was too young.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, my skin is great anyway, and I just don't know it.
Yeah.
Coming back to it as a 35-year-old, fuck, man, that shit,
Yeah, I know. I love
like, has changed.
Yeah.
I've got my mum onto it. I'm giving samples to everyone
good.
because I
Yeah.
place all these orders and I get, like, little fucking gifts with purchase things.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is a brand that now is on my radar. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah,
Give it to me.
yeah.
I need it.
I need all of it.
Yeah, because I'm slowly, and this is more review purposes, because I'm always thinking as a reviewer, I've ordered pretty much a full set of skincare.
Yeah.
And then as I use something up, I'm swapping it in with Paula's
yeah.
Choice. And then
Yeah.
with the hopes that in like the next 3 months or something, I've got a whole range and then I can
Eventually.
review it.
Yeah.
But so far, I can tell you the BHA is the thing that's changed everything.
Yeah, her acids are
That's
next
so
level.
Yeah,
good.
but then everything on top of that, I'm like, it's alright.
Yeah.
But it's not like, wow, my skin
She
has
does
changed.
a 9% BHA that you buy in
Yeah.
a tiny, I know,
Oh,
in a tiny
yeah.
little tube, and you just use it as like spot treatment
Yeah.
for breakouts. It's
Yeah.
like next level. I don't know of another brand that sells one that strong.
Yeah.
I know The Ordinary sell. It's actually not even available here in Australia. It's like this red solution.
Oh,
it's like
yes.
that tiny bottle. But
I
that's
know
like,
the one
is
you're
that
talking
10%?
about. Oh, it
Is it
might be.
I can't remember, but you only meant to leave it on for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you wash it off. But you're not even meant to be using it here in Australia because our sun is so harsh.
Yeah, they won't.
Yeah, they
yeah.
won't sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
But-
feel like Paula's Choice is like The Ordinary's hot older sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the next
Yeah.
level up.
It's a little
Yeah.
bit more refined.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just
But they were
come.
recently purchased by Unilever.
Yeah.
Like just this year.
Yeah.
In
You know
recent
that.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully, yeah, but Paula sold it like years ago.
Years ago.
So
Yeah,
Paula
yeah,
hasn't
yeah.
been associated with it
Yeah.
for a while, but they still bang out some good stuff. So that I'm excited about what they're doing, just because it's the one brand that literally after 2 days I'm like, my skin has changed.
Yeah, it's
And
Yeah.
no, besides Botox, no other skincare has ever done
Yeah,
that for
yeah.
me. So that's where I'm like, okay, that's a brand that
Yeah.
it seems boring, and the products look so generic that you're like, this is not sexy at all.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
grey tube of
with the
Yeah.
white
Well,
cap.
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
It doesn't
boring.
look
So,
cute.
but it is good shit.
Good
It
stuff.
actually reminds me of Dermalogica. Dermalogica's like
Yeah.
like their packaging is so fucking vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Their
it's
stuff's
like,
really good, but fucking expensive.
So
it's
expensive.
ridiculous.
Like,
I wouldn't even. Okay, I mean it's good, but
It's too expensive. It's too expensive.
That's good.
That's
in
good.
my opinion.
I agree. Like, I think it's good, and Dermalogica has always worked fairly well on my skin.
Same.
But they need to cut their prices by 40%.
At least. Their cleanser was like $120 when I went to go buy it. I was like, what the fuck?
It's a basic cleanser.
Yeah.
Whereas that's where I think Paula's choices are right. You always find sales. They always have codes and sales.
Yeah.
And their most expensive thing in Australian dollars might be like $80 or something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to find an equivalent in another brand, you're spending like $200.
Yeah.
So I feel like the price point for an active skincare range, it can't be beat.
Yeah.
Quality
Yeah.
versus price, especially with a code, tick, tick, tick. The tight ass in me, I'm like, give me it
Give
all.
me the
That's
Paula's
it.
Choice stuff. Yeah. Have they been releasing new products?
I don't even know because
Don't know.
I've
You're
only,
just gonna
only
work-
recently
You're
been
just going
excited.
to work through their catalogue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'll take one of everything. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's kind of fun when you discover a brand that's been around for a long time
Yeah.
and you realise that you like their products. Suddenly it's like a whole new world.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's
gates
fun.
open up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you finish one part, like one item, and you're like, okay, Paula's Choice.
Yeah.
Like, let's
And
just-
that's exactly what I'm doing.
Another brand that's on my radar, and I look forward to the day when I can get this brand in my hot little hands, Patrick Tar Beauty.
Yes, look, that is a good one.
Oi, oi, oi.
Look, we can access it, but it's not cheap.
Yeah, we can get it from Cult Beauty.
Yeah.
But by the time you do the pounds to Australian dollar conversion,
is it,
get fucked.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even joking when I say that. I'm not,
Yeah.
actually get fucked.
no Beauty Bay?
No Beauty Bay, apparently. No. He is in
Damn.
Sephora US, though.
So
Yeah.
it might
So
come here.
we might get it eventually, but I feel like, okay, his products are pretty vanilla, but I like vanilla.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're
I like
spiced vanilla though.
fair.
Or vanilla bean.
Salted caramel and vanilla.
Vanilla bean.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, yes, they're basic products, but they look fucking awesome. When
They
he
do.
releases a brown eyeshadow palette, it's the brown eyeshadow palette you want.
Yes.
When he
Absolutely it
releases
is.
a red lipstick, you're like, that red lipstick's going to change my fucking life.
It
is.
So I feel like it's vanilla, like they're products that you can use every single day and, they're nothing revolutionary, but I feel like they're just amped up a little
Yeah.
bit where
Yeah.
you're like, I want it.
Yeah.
Take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I've got 10
Take my
bronzes
money.
in my drawer, but I'm happy to get one from
Of
Patrick
course
Tar.
I want
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
one from Patrick
Yeah,
Tar.
because
I'll
I-
take two.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
right. So I feel
I'll take
like
a cream and a powder.
Yeah,
thanks,
Yeah.
love.
But that also might be marketing again and good
Yeah, yeah.
photography. I don't
think it
know.
is.
But
Yeah.
they're blushes. I'm like, I don't need a red blush, but I fucking want it.
Yeah, so I do need it.
I'll
Excuse
powder
me.
my lips with it. I don't.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, so
Use it as body paint if you have to.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also because I'm loving both powder and cream face products because they have the split, like
Yeah.
the bronzers
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
powder and the.
I like
I
that
just feel
idea
I'm like
too, yeah.
I want it all, and he puts a little flap over the cream
I know.
so the
Yeah.
powder doesn't get in there.
Oh,
Consider
so
it.
considerate.
Consider it.
Yeah,
So
he
I
cares
agree.
about our feelings.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
And the frustration of getting
Powder in a cream.
especially if it's a shimmer, you're fucked.
yeah.
Say goodbye. It's
And it starts to get gungy and then it gets a hair in it and it looks even worse.
disgusting.
You
get
throw it
like
in your handbag, you got chips and
Yeah.
fucking crumbs in it.
Or you're doing your makeup and your pets are around you
Yeah.
and you're like, now I've got half a dog in my fucking cream.
Or you've been to
bronzer.
the beach in the last year
Oh,
and somehow
yeah.
there's sand in
Sand,
there.
yeah. Or you thought about going to the beach and now there's sand in there.
Yeah,
Fucking
exactly
hell.
right.
Look, thank you,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah, we love you. We love
Consider
your
it.
flaps, Patrick.
Okay, the next one.
You're so basic. You're such a basic guy
I'm
and I love it.
so fucking basic.
So
It's
we
actually
all are,
sad.
but that's why we're friends.
So, I said, KKW slash Kylie.
Yeah.
Because
They're essentially the same brand.
same brand, yeah,
Not quite, but
basically.
almost.
But I feel like what I've noticed about KKW is that a lot of their most recent launches, like the Camo collection, that's the one I can think of at the moment, but they are really catered to a lot of the looks that I have clients asking for.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
Does that make sense?
That's because I think a lot of people are like, I want to look like
Kim Kardashian. Right.
Damn right.
Exactly.
So I think that's
Yeah.
a really smart thing in terms of a makeup artist having those sort of colours and tones
Yep.
in their kit. Because when the Kardashians came about, that's what everyone was asking
Oh my
for.
God,
Yeah,
I
they
could
still
not.
are.
When I did clients, I could not have a single client that wasn't like Kim Kardashian or
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner.
Or Velvet Teddy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The past 8 years has been fucking Velvet Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. So, yeah, so I chose those two. And also because it's interesting to see now how, obviously, like, they've rebranded and reformulated due to legal reasons. And now that their show is ending, what their next move is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find that interesting because they are smart fucking businesswomen.
They are, definitely
And-
are.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested to see what's going to happen there as well.
Yeah.
Like how they're going to pivot or how they're going to adapt. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they will. They will.
They will.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But how? I'm just,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm excited, I'm just interested.
Well, I'm going to follow on from that and say, you mentioned Velvet Teddy. Even though I'm not excited for everything MAC does, I love their fucking lip products.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And whenever they release, like they've just revamped a lip range
Yes.
recently.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, I want to try it. Their last probably few years of new lip product releases have been awesome. They always work really well for me. I'm always really impressed. And the only reason I might not love something is because maybe the tone doesn't work for me, but the formula is always, for me and my lip chemistry, like
nice.
they just,
Well,
they get together
Chef's
really well.
kiss.
Yeah.
I always love MAC's like holiday eyeshadow formula. But fuck, they're expensive.
I
They
know.
make me angry.
That's true.
$45, $50?
$6,000. No, $40.
40,
yeah, no,
yeah.
and it just
For a single eyeshadow.
Yeah.
for a single
For like
eyeshadow.
the 3 gram.
Yeah, outrageous.
Shit.
Not even that,
Offends me.
2 grand.
But
Outrageous.
they're like the last ones that I purchased were the Shiny Pretty Shadows. Oh man,
Yeah.
I still love them. That is like glitter herpes for your eyes that you actually want.
Yeah.
Not
And I've tried so
The
many
bad
glittery
type.
eyeshadows of people trying to like piggyback on that sort of really, really high shimmery,
yeah,
not pressed glitter, but
yeah.
shimmer.
It
And
looks wet.
it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
looks like chunky and flakes down, whereas these
Yeah.
just look like...
These look immaculate.
Right.
Yeah, they were really, really good.
Yeah.
They
Are
really
they the extra dimension eyeshadows? Or are they, are they different?
no, they're
No, these are
actually
like a
called
sparkle.
Shiny Pretty
Oh, shiny.
Shadows.
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
But the
yes,
extra dimension ones are nice.
They're really
as well.
nice too.
Yeah.
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 They're basic
So I
ones are
don't.
basic.
I understand MAC. Like there's some excitement there, but also, I mean, we mentioned it in the last video. Sometimes they annoy me, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And that's why we discussed it when
Yeah.
I was giving my basic
Yeah.
not reflective of the
But I
community.
can
Because a lot of people
understand-
aren't excited for MAC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for some reason, especially
Yeah.
their lip products, I'm like,
Give it to me.
Yeah.
Just give me
I'll
all
take
the
3.
things.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
yeah.
Piggybacking off of that with Mac, just going back to like the last episode really quickly, one thing that pisses me off is that they bring out shit that was a trend 3 years later and they still fuck the formula. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like the liquid lipsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they first launched, yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
when they first launched those retro matte liquid
Yeah.
lipsticks, they flopped.
They did, but I don't know what they've done because I've tried a couple recently and
They've
They've
reformulated
so
them.
good.
Yeah.
they're so
So they
good
released
now.
those like 5 years
Yeah, and they-
too late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
so
were
shit.
just not good.
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
not. And I remember, like, I've seen some reviews, and there was a lot of like not reviews, they were lip swatch videos, and then people wouldn't want to review them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I've been sent this by Mac, and I'm going to do swatches, but I'm not going to comment on the longevity or the formula.
Yeah.
But they are so good now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've
I've got
a
three,
couple
think
times.
3 shades, and I'm just like, I want more. They're so good.
Interesting.
There you go.
So, but I'm also, I don't have dry lips. So
Yeah,
I
see,
can do
I
a
do.
I can do
Yeah.
a matte liquid lip. There are some formulas that literally flake off my face. So I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm immune to shitty formulas.
yeah.
I can't make a bad formula good.
Can't polish a turd.
But these
Yeah.
have like become some of my favorites.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
so good, and especially now wearing masks. If you need to,
Yes.
it's like bulletproof. You come and it looks
Just
perfected.
Immaculate. That's what you want. Okay, a brand that, to be fair, this was mentioned by a few people. It wasn't just 1 or 2 people. NARS.
Yeah, that was going to be my last
I
one. So
love-
we can
yeah.
end on NARS because I do. Yeah,
I
that's gonna
love
be my last
NARS, and I don't like it when NARS release more orgasm
I was
stuff.
gonna, Thank God.
I don't. Like, I feel like we can look at brands and realize that they do have flaws. But also what I really love about NARS is when they release something that is a color story or a product or something like that I'm interested in, I know that I can purchase that item online, and when it arrives, I'm going to love that formula.
Yeah.
Their formula is so reliable, and I find generally it's quite good.
Yeah, I think it's worth a price point as well. And I never buy anything from NARS and then regret buying it.
No,
Yes.
no.
Whereas I do that with Pat McGrath, I do that with Natasha Denona,
Yeah.
I do that with all these other expensive brands in that sort of more luxe range. I wouldn't say NARS is so much luxe, but it's not cheap. But I buy something and I like treasure it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also maybe we're getting a little bit older now, not you. We are.
I'm definitely getting older, but no.
Look, when you're in your mid-30s, mid to late 30s, you can come back and talk to us again. But I feel like their formulas work really well on aging skin. It like just minimizes issues.
Yeah,
and even though
I
their
agree.
eyeshadows aren't super pigmented, and if you want the really bold eyeshadows, don't go for NARS.
Yeah.
But they glide over imperfections.
They're a great formula.
Yeah.
They are.
They're
And-
a flattering formula.
Yeah, and if you want brights with intense pigmentation, it's quite obvious that NARS is simply not going to be a brand for you when it comes to eyeshadows. Like, there are brands that make that. It ain't NARS.
NARS
They
isn't that,
they
yeah.
do have some singles that are quite bright,
They
and I
do.
wouldn't go there.
I wouldn't go there.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't go to their singles at all, to be perfectly fair.
Oh, I've tried a few singles and I like them. I've hit some.
Really? Yeah, no.
So-
Most of the singles I've tried I haven't been into, but when they release like a palette that I like the color story of, hit it
All
out of
bets
the
are
park.
off.
Like, yeah,
I'm taking it.
yeah.
But I think NARS was smart though, because I remember about 10 years ago I started getting into NARS, and they were good at the time, and then they were lagging behind.
They were, yeah.
And then they reformulated
They
a
did
lot
it
of products
at
and
a perfect
Yeah.
time as well, because they would have tanked.
Yeah, exactly right. They reformulated all their eyeshadows, they reformulated all their lip products, they reformulated all their cheek products. Ever since doing that, they've just been like bam, 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 hitting everything out of the park. So again, similar to like M Cosmetics, Lisa Eldridge, I feel like going for the same sort of makeup look.
Yeah.
Pretty basic, put together.
Polished.
Polished.
Chromatic for the
Yeah.
most part.
Yeah, but pretty basic and very wearable. But I can go back and I don't regret my purchase at all.
I love
which is,
all of my NARS purchases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I.
They,
Yeah.
Even their eyeshadow primers, I got them like.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and I use them on almost all my clients.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
think
base products that-
they just make really reliable products.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
that's
God.
and flattering.
Yeah.
Like the last thing I want to do is put makeup on and be like, oh, I feel like I look worse wearing them.
Yeah.
And sometimes some
And then
eyeshadows,
sometimes
some
that
cheek
happens.
products, some lip products, I'm like,
Yeah.
this actually looks fucking gross. What am I
Yeah.
doing? Take
Yeah.
this shit off.
Yeah.
Whereas NARS, I'm like, no, I can conquer the day because I actually feel
Yeah.
like I'm
Yeah.
ready to
Yeah.
conquer the day. So I feel like, NARS is not a popular brand in the community. That doesn't mean it's not one that makes money. We do
You know what I
definitely
think's
make money.
interesting about NARS though?
Yeah.
I feel like when I do talk to someone who likes NARS, they're like, I love NARS.
Yes.
I feel like people who aren't really into NARS are like, I don't get the hype. But people who do like NARS are like,
Give me
NARS
everything.
for life.
Yeah.
Give me everything.
Tattoo
yeah.
that on my ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
buy their whole catalogue.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're in, you're so far in that
It's
you're
a
never getting
cult.
out. It's like a cult. It is. All right, guys. So that is it for us today. Let us know what you guys think. Are there any brands here that you guys voted for? Let us know your thoughts, as we mentioned earlier in the video. If you like a brand, why? What is it about that brand that puts them on a pedestal for you? We just raved about NARS for like 25 fucking minutes. You can tell, like,
Yeah.
we're old bitches and we like what we like.
We're stuck in our ways.
Yeah,
That's true.
and I understand that other people are old bitches and they like what they like too. You might be a
Yeah.
young bitch who likes what you like.
Yeah.
But let us know what you like and why you like it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jacob, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It's
Don't
been a while
forget-
since I've been on
I
here.
know,
know.
you're gonna have to
My
come
God.
back. You're gonna have to come back. Don't forget, you can check out everything Jacob down below. Go
Or
have a
us.
see, or us if
Maybe.
you want. Yeah,
Kinda boring,
maybe.
us.
Look, we're here every week. Well, we're not now, but we're here
Enough.
semi-regularly.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Almost every
close
week.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
close enough. But that's it. We're going to wrap it up. We do hope you enjoyed it. Is there anything else that
No.
we need to mention? No, we're done. Take it away, kids.
Bye.
Bye.